It has been a pretty cool week. Well, not even cool week. 4 days is all it took for these guys to get us here. This is how we got along. Not every day you see a scissor lift driving down the highway. But when it's coming from around the corner at Cam and Staff's to build for our barn, well, they just drive it to our place. Now, day one was a bit tricky. It might be cold, the wind might be raw, but it doesn't mean the pasture is overly frozen, as you can see. But the lumber that we stored there for the majority, well, a good chunk of the summer at least, and all fall, has to come out if they're going to get to work. So I guess you just get really good at being a telehandler driver, and you dig it out however you can. Then once you get the lumber out, you start to get posts for a barn. Well, with their speed, we had better hustle and get that manure pump in before they frame everything and we can't get it in. We'll grab the big ladder. Dad's got the loader. Fingers crossed this is easy. That might be optimistic.
Can you come ahead? Watch your door.
So, not bad getting all those jobs done. The thing that we do need to still do, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little worried about it, but they're on it, so hopefully in the next week or so, the cistern is gonna get dug basically under this lumber. That cistern is gonna hold plate cooler water, water for the drinkers, lots of stuff, and we need to make sure it gets in before the dynamic crew gets any framing done, because that complicates it way more than anybody wants. So that's next week's job. What we have to finish up this week with, though, is go help Adam, my brother. We've got to get his well working again. Well, we is a strong word. He's the plumber in the family. He knows what he's doing. He just basically needs our moral support, and I'm figuring someone to help him drink his beer. So we're going to go over do that. I thought I was dressed warm enough. I am not. So we're going to add another layer. Then we'll go see how much help we can provide him. Somebody carry or anything, or are you just going to carry it all? Or?
I don't know if your fans can handle it.
I know they can't. You know what? Plumbing YouTube, it is definitely the one you want to be a part of. Now, the important question is, will the ducks attack me? I don't know if they were guard ducks.
Well, not great guard ducks, but they're there.
Oops. Well, no, not spin the whole thing, because you'll spin the hoses, right? It's not the most durable piece. Like, I think I'm break it.
We're gonna be stuck.
Yeah, we're gonna get it right. We're gonna get it right. Reef up on the pipe, Adam. Yeah, can you get that other side up at all? It's kind of crooked now. Yep. Keep going. You're good.
It's a little harder than just keep going though.
Come on. You're almost there. I think you can pull it up now, Adam, by hand. Good. Ready? Here. See, that was easy.
There's no problem.
Nothing to it. That's fair. Ready? That's fair, I think.
So,
Nothing to her.
like so. And then so we gotta get a little lower maybe. Yeah, beauty. I think that'll work pretty.
Now, what do you do? Tighten this? What do you tighten first?
I think we put these into it first.
I would think so. Yep.
Maybe a little bit. Get the hammer. Let's smash this.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Worked well the first time. They still have food in that feeder? What are you whining about that? Ducks.
Just want to be part of the team.
Quack, 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 quack. It's in.
Watch the kids with I watched that movie with the kids.
Yeah.
They did not find it as entertaining as I did when I was their age. Like, that was such a riveting part. Quack, 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 quack.
We watched The Lion King the other night.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was that scary. Jace was almost crying. It's like, toughen up, kid.
Oh, then don't try Beauty and the Beast.
No, I don't think we're Beauty and the Beast yet.
No. I remember Bella cried in that one.
I would cut the bottom off this and then use it.
So this is definitely where we got a little confident. Pressure started climbing and then stopped. And then it wouldn't climb anymore. And now the question was, why wouldn't it climb anymore?
It's a brand new pump.
It's like 6 months old. Right?
Yeah. It won't be the pump.
Grab that side and we'll grab that 1-inch line. Ready?
Well, this is definitely taking longer than I think either of us assumed it would, which meant I've run short of battery. So you've missed some of the 4-letter words that have come up quite frequently over the last little while. But moral of the story, the foot valve has now been changed. We're hoping that was the issue as to why we couldn't build pressure. We'll hope. But then the challenge is, how do you prime the lines for a water well when you don't have any water because your well is not primed? So we've used the big, I don't know, Culligan jugs, whatever you want to call them, water cooler jugs. We've used all that they had, and now I've picked up some new ones at our place. Not new ones, I've refilled them, and hopefully with another few of them, we'll be able to get it primed, and fingers crossed this is going to work.
Did we get it?
Not yet. Well, that didn't go as well as we wanted it to, unfortunately. Because we're back to day 2. Adam and Kristen did not have water last night because we dumped all that water down, and who knows where it goes. But by the time we finally did the math in how much water would it take to fill a cylinder, basically the pipes, then, oh, speak of the devil, there's Adam calling now. Well, isn't he eager? He's got all those lines already pulled up. It's just 8 o'clock. Anyway, he got them all pulled up, found the foot valve, the brand new one that we put in, completely snapped in 2. Obviously, I guess, when we put it down in there, so that was a good purchase. Anyway, so we dumped all that water for nothing to, well, whatever. Anyway, hopefully it means it's just a kind of couple easy fixes, and maybe we'll actually have pressure and water. I don't know. Let's see if the second day gets this job done.
Logan, you don't need to be here.
I think it's just like you're moving that whole pipe. Just pecking your belly. Boiling pot of water's hot?
A little bit.
What? Hey, don't peck me either. Peck him. Push. Yep. Like we know what we're doing.
It hurts so much.
Half a jug, not
even
11.
A quarter of one jug.
Oh, is that a more appropriate amount?
It's still gonna go down, right? We're done.
Oh, up to. Ha! Is that all it was?
Fuck my life.
Done.
Not done.
That's almost funny. The fact that, I mean, clearly there was some kind of an issue when it would not build pressure, but maybe just an airlock.
At least we only spent 4 or 5 hours of work trying to solve a problem that didn't exist. And, moral of the story, cheap plastic parts aren't worth anything. Now we know. I'd say we can call that a good week. Let's hope next week goes even smoother.